Yeah. Yeah. Ready? Alright. Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Solo here, man. Got another type of podcast type thingy. This one's called What is an Anime, where we discuss anime and all the fly shit that's going on in anime and our opinions on anime. Got trunks flying off the shit. And I got my boy, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
I am Rel, Monkey D. Relly, whatever you want to call me.
Word.
He's rocking the Luffy hat. I mean,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the straw hat.
Parkour.
I mean, I think you gotta wear it like on the back. Like,
listen, Luffy weird on this. That's how you know you don't watch, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Introduce myself? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get spicy.
Konnichiwa minasan. Onomae wa Von desu. Is that okay? Can I do that?
Yeah, you good.
I'm just kidding.
You said.
I'm just kidding. What's up, everybody? My name is Devon. We want to call it Rockstar. You know, we're going to talk about some anime today. You guys ready?
Yeah, word.
So, one of the things I like to hear from like different people is what's like, how protagonists have like an origin story, like a whole origin arc and everything like that. So, for you guys, I mean, whoever wants to go first can go first. What's your anime origin story? Like, what got you into it? What got you into it?
Just cut it out.
What got you into anime, or like things like that? Just run that down.
Alright, so basically what got me into anime was probably Dragon Ball Z. Okay. I think Dragon Ball Z probably the cliche. Now I don't think about it, I don't even know how I got to anime. I know it was Dragon Ball Z. It was Cartoon Network at night. No, Adult Swim, they showed like the animes. I know, because Outlaw Star Wars, I thought Outlaw Star was fire. And then I'm trying to think when I got into like the real deep of anime. I don't know, but I definitely know like it was it was definitely started from like Cartoon Network, like the Adult Swims after that. Cause all the time I think that's why I seen Cowboy Bebop. So I'm like, oh, these is fire. It's not like regular cartoons. So that's basically how I got started into like anime. Cartoon Network, Adult Swim.
Nice. See, for me, it was a little bit further back. My introduction to anime was MTV when I was 5 years old and Aeon Flux was coming on.
Dang, Aeon Flux.
So
that's crazy.
You watching some heavy stuff.
Yeah, I was 5 watching that shit, and I'm like, why should I have no clothes on? I'm like, this is fire. So as time went on, though, like I've seen Aeon Flux, and then of course I got into Dragon Ball Z, but then I used to wake up real early in the morning for school, and on Cartoon Network they started showing Inuyasha and Zoids. They started showing
which
Zoids.
One, the big cloud one, or the
no? They showed
like
Generations, and then they showed the other one. Yeah,
okay.
Zoids is fire too.
So that was my introduction, and then of course Naruto came, and I love ninjas, and that came on Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, and I started watching that, and that was my introduction because I got heavy into that, and then next thing you know, I started watching One Piece.
You watching One Piece then?
I was watching a bit of One Piece, but it was coming on Channel 5.
Oh,
but then
on the Fox Kids dub.
Yeah.
That dub is
I went on Kiss Anime and started
that whole dub.
We can't say Kiss Anime.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I started going on.
Oh, yeah. They come get us.
My bad. I went on a website and I started watching anime. Crunchyroll, probably.
Yeah, Crunchyroll. Fun Animation.
Or Fun Animation, yeah.
Oh, wow. I can't think of something else I'm missing.
Hulu. Alright, so for me, my anime introduction, my origin story was pretty much the same thing as Dragon Ball Z. It was pretty much started with my uncles. They were like heavy into they birthed this weed that you see pretty much. They started with like Dragon Ball Z, then the whole comics thing and everything. But then I stumbled upon Sailor Moon, and I was just like, whoa, this is cool. This is like Power Rangers just with females, and they're fighting demons and stuff like that. And Ray is bad. And so then that led to the next thing I remember watching. It was two more things. I shouldn't have been watching this at like 6 years old, but it was a movie that you all probably know is called Ninja Scroll.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
So once I saw parts in that, I was just like, oh, let me close my door. Let me just like watch this while so my parents don't come and like take it away from me or anything like that. Because it was I thought it was cool. Martial arts, quick fan service, and I was just like, okay.
Nah, it wasn't quick fan service. It was wild. They was nice.
Quick fan service.
Yeah, that is one of the better ninja shows. That's like a traditional ninja anime. But it's like I've seen it recently, and I was like, whoa. That's why I'm like at 6. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Naruto started, and then it changed into Dragon Ball Z. But we ain't gonna get there.
And then pretty much after that, the next movie, it's kind of considered an OVA. The next one I watched was it was actually JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So it's a 1994, if I'm not mistaken. It's like an OVA, and it's just all the characters look weird. It's still based off of the Stardust Crusaders arc and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I started that, so that's how, and we'll get into later for me with JoJo because I think everybody knows how that makes me feel.
Mm-hmm.
But and then of course it just went to Digimon and then Pokemon and then and it just kind of just drifted all the way through there.
Pokemon considered an anime, right?
Yeah.
I think Pokemon too, because I think Pokemon really was like. I seen all of them, like, so I think that Pokemon and Digimon, I remember those two, so I was like, those are.
Yeah, the first season of Digimon came out, like, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like within like 1996 or something like that, or 7, because it came out very, very much right after like the first season of Pokemon.
So that's crazy because like now when you really think about the stuff that we were watching and we was introduced to, we was introduced to anime earlier than we thought, like even with Pokemon, and then even One Piece was, I believe One Piece came out in 1997 or 1998. Is when it first started?
When it first started, it was in 97.
And I was watching Channel 5 when they were showing that, along with Shaman King and all the other cartoons, animes that used to come on. But I wasn't hip to like, oh, this is anime. I was like, yo, this is a cartoon. Because it was in English with the bad voices, and then I grew up.
That's honestly what the Fox 4 Kids version, that's what it's known for. It's like that horrible dub. And I think that's what kind of drifted me from at first. I was like, why do they sound like it sound like it's like being overdone.
Every English voice actor with any anime has to be fired.
Nah, I think the dude that do with Tati is fire.
Yeah, he does.
Nah, you wow. He was that. I think he's fire. I hear his voice mad time, I'm like, yo, that's the only brother I really know.
Naruto voice actor, garbage.
Alright.
Luffy voice actor, super trash.
So is that what we're going to get into now? That's actually one of the things I wanted to talk about was like sub versus dub. That's like the most controversial thing in anime right now. What do y'all takes on it before I get mine?
I think y'all want to get deeper into it than me, so I have to be like, I think how I normally watch it, like I'll watch an anime and sub first, and then like when I really like research, if it's like a good anime, like when I watch it again, I'll watch it in dub. Some of the dubs are like horrible, but I don't think they're like it's to me it's the ones that I watch. They're not horrible to the point where I'm lying, because the JoJo one on Netflix I seen, that was insanely horrible because he sounded like he. Because you know how like on Netflix they come on real quick, like the thing. I seen it and he sound like British American, like his name was Raphael with the rapier or something like that. So I'm like, oh nah, no way he should have sounded like that. I'm like, what? So I'm like, nah, but I haven't run into like that was the worst one that I heard. I know One Piece gonna come up, but I like the Naruto one is like to me. It's like when I watch it though, it's like alright, but I only watch dub. I watched it already, and I'm like watching it again, so I don't gotta like focus on the TV.
Okay.
Because like if I watch the anime, I gotta read, so it's like so I'm like at night or something like that. I'll just watch it in dub.
Okay.
Over it, I won't start it in dub, though, but that's disrespect. But I gotta start it in sub, and I'll watch it again in dub. Yeah, that's it for me. But there's some that's like super horrible though.
Bruh.
How about you, sir?
I'm gonna say this for number one.
He's about to like
the only one that's tolerable to switch from Japanese to English. It's actually reversed. In Japanese, I can't really handle it, but I force myself to. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, whatever. Okay. In English, I'm fine with it, but the Japanese joint is high pitched. I don't like it.
I feel like
it's super high pitched.
When you watch Dragon Ball Z and sub, it's like your TV can be on 10, but it sounds like it's on 30. Yeah, it really sounds like it's on like 40 or something like that.
But this is how I started though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I started watching dub, right? I was watching Naruto, the nasty ass Naruto. I was watching.
Say believe it like 50 million times.
And then they scratched that. So like, this is what happened, and this is how I actually switched to sub. So I noticed late that these episodes for the dub versions would come out later. I didn't know this. Yeah, I was unaware of this, right? So I'm watching, and it's right around the point where Rock Lee come and he about to fight Kimimaro. And I'm like, oh,
one of the best fights in history.
Yeah, so I'm like looking for the fight, and it's like in Japanese. I'm like, bro, nah, what in English? Looking, I'm like, you know what? I just gotta watch it. And I wound up watching like 100 more episodes in Japanese with subs. And I'm like, you know what? I'm used to this because I used to watch Kung Fu flicks. So I'm used to bring me this, so I'm gonna just watch it. And then from that point on, I never watched another dub.
Okay.
Never. If I hear it, I cringe. I tried to watch. What's the
I think we went to go see the My Hero movie, and I mistakenly purchased the wrong tickets, bro. And I purchased the dub, and it was just like,
I'm not doing that.
No,
but it was an accident. I was just kind of trying to buy.
I'm not gonna tell y'all how upset I really was, but I was like, let me just sit here. And
but
watch
you was hanging with the boys, so like,
with bros with the boys. This nigga had.
Damn, I know All Might was sounding wild crazy.
Yo,
I know he was sounding.
Bakugo was sounding insane. Insane.
He probably sound like a grown man, right?
He do.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah, he do. He sounds like 23 years old.
He's like, Midoriya. I'm like, man, his voice is deep in mine. Like, what's going on?
And then, Kachan. Like,
that is
God.
Deku?
Yeah.
Kachan. Like,
but besides from that, I mean, that movie was really good.
The movie was.
That making another one.
Yeah,
of course,
coming soon.
Need that money.
Yeah, that's a fact. They wanna.
So for me, sub versus dub, I'm in the 80-20 thing. So I like watching sub, and mostly because I've been studying this language, as y'all know, for like almost like 11 years now.
Yeah.
About 11 years now. So for me, it's more or less that's my that's one of my study things of like immersion, because my actual Japanese friends, they're over in Japan now, and our time difference. So talking like FaceTime or anything like that it's kind of hard and everything like that. So I would have usually when we talk, I mean, I'll text stuff like that, but to get the oral pronunciation and stuff like that out and stuff like that, you gotta you pretty much gotta get your practice in somehow, some way. So, and then from that, I mean, with the dub, I'm gonna say some of it I don't mind. It's just that if I could listen to it in Japanese and stuff like that, I would prefer it. But like dubs like Yu-Gi-Oh! And
Yu-Gi-Oh! wasn't bad.
Yu-Gi-Oh! was like it's still one of my favorite dubs. Dragon Ball Z is great.
I think that's it. That's where it stops.
Yeah, that's kind of
I can't say that I'll go to it.
I would say probably mostly like the Toonami, whatever was like on Toonami, going backwards, not going forward. So like a lot of like the new generation stuff like that.
And Pokemon,
Digimon, stuff like that.
Oh, y'all issue with the main character, because like for example, I watched Hunter x Hunter and dub, and the only really bad thing was gone.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, but everything else was okay though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Gon's my favorite character, so it's like
and for me, just going to a little bit more into it, it's mostly because like the voice actors that they have to bring the characters to life and stuff like that. To me, most of the English dubs, they're not like their coaches aren't like telling them to give what they're supposed to give at the thing. It's like they're crying and stuff like that. But
fully being translated.
Yeah, it's not like that. But for the Japanese thing, like you can they're crying. Like I'm about to cry too. Like every time Tanjiro from Demon Slayer talks, I'm like, dang, let me get some tissue, because like he's like really sad. He's like really sad, and I feel it and stuff like that. So that's more or less the thing. It's just like I see it as like acting and stuff like that.
Yeah, I had to watch Mugen Train in English.
What?
Yeah.
The movie?
How that happened?
What's that? What is that?
Demon Slayer.
The Demon Slayer.
Oh, you ain't seen that in English? Oh, no. You bugging. I'm not watching that in English, bro. I'm not watching no movies in English.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Nah, that's two for you, though.
Yeah, that's
two.
Well, it's actually one, because it's his fault.
Oh my gosh, we're not gonna bring up. We're not gonna bring up the.
But that Demon Slayer movie was fire though.
Yes.
That demon movie, that movie was fire. So
I guess as far as some more anime stuff to go talk about, what's your top 5 if you can name them off the top?
Shit.
Hey, we're gonna. But here's the thing: I don't want you to like go in like putting it like in like, oh, this has to be my number 1. So like that. Just name your top 5. The top 5 that you can rewatch as many as you want. The one that you would go and talk about like the different people.
alright, I think that's alright. So
What you got from?
I think Berserk.
I kind of felt that coming.
Yeah, Berserk.
I kind of felt
Berserk.
that
Nah, I'm playing. But definitely Berserk. Hunter x Hunter.
So those two, me personally, I know those are your 2 favorites. What's the greatness for those 2 before you go? Before you name your number 3, because like I said, I'm going from because I do know those are your 2 favorites. So let the viewers know if they never watched Berserk or Hunter x Hunter.
Berserk. Let me see. Alright, Berserk, but no, the type of style of Berserk though is seinen. Basically, I like the animes because they don't hold nothing back in those animes though. So it's like it's a different level. So like when somebody die, they not coming back. You know what I'm saying? The threat level of a fight is more intense when you watch it. But besides that, though, I think Berserk had the most. Do I gotta explain? I think if you don't know what it is, it's about a dude named Guts. He basically had a fucked up life. His man's had betrayed him, and explicitly his man's raped his girl, and it was wild. And he on the whole revenge for that. He raped his girl, destroyed his.
It was in an anime too.
There was an anime. It got crazy. So he was on a quest for revenge for that though. But that anime, why I like that so much, there hasn't been another anime where I hated the villain so bad. Like I need to actually see with my own 2 eyes that dude Griff died. I think that's like one of the most hated characters, and like I feel that hate because it drew me into like the hated character that much though. You know what I'm saying? So I like the sword fight though, like all that. So I think before they redid it to the CGI though, it was good. I think the story is really good too. Everything is solid. Everything across the board to me is what Berserk is solid. The other one, Hunter is just great. Unfinished, both Berserk not finished either, but Hunter is just great.
I heard it's just made for Hunter x Hunter that I think it was like 2 weeks ago from the date of this recording that it's been 1,000 days.
Yeah, wow.
The creator of Hunter x Hunter.
Because it's too great, man. I think they be putting too much pressure on him though. But
from my understanding, I can't think of his name right now. I can't think of his full name right now. But he was like kind of like not like terminally ill, but he was kind of like a little. He's like a little sick right now.
But at the same time, though, I think his whole staff, he told them chill. We about to play Dragon Quest. He did that too, so it's like
I can believe it.
I'm saying, but but Hunter I like though because the main person wasn't the hero all the time. He was getting his ass whooped.
That's good.
Like he was getting his ass whooped, so I'm like, alright, so you can't be like he gonna come through and save the day. He wasn't like overpowered too, so I like that. And then
he wasn't overpowered.
He wasn't overpowered. He got a body. When
his hair got longer than Goku's.
He was like this.
But we don't know. We don't know how strong he was.
We don't know how strong.
We don't know how strong he was. They don't know how strong he was.
Yeah, word.
They don't know how. Technically, they don't know how strong he was.
So was that transformation only used? So I only got up to episode 43.
He did a contract. Like they kind of explained it. What Caprica? I think his name. It's something with like a contract or something. Like they didn't. I don't believe they went into super detail about it, but it's something like a contract, which and then I think he subconsciously did it. So basically, it's like kind of like I might be wrong though. I think he just put his whole life force into like that, into like strength, and then knocking motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
I think but it's like if you watch when Caprica get his nen, he did a contract with it.
Okay. They
don't really explain it too much, but they just went over it like a while, but I think it's something with that though. But that's why I like 100. But we don't got time for me to explain all that though. But that's So.
And what's your other 3?
Jojo. Jojo, I like it. Jojo just dope. I think it's written really good. I think the characters are dope, and like in each season, they remake an old character and they put him in a new season, but they don't make the old character power. He's just in there. So I like how they did that. Hellsing is number 4. The vampire
took it bad.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's like that's how vampires. He's like one of the most powerful characters, so we can't beat him.
Alucard.
And number 5, I'm gonna just be like Outlaw Star because that's
okay. Luffy, what you got? What's in your top 5?
I'd have to say personally, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my favorites.
I didn't know you watched that.
Of course, I watch Yusuke. That's another thing I watched in English. You're messy. Yeah,
but that was a good fight.
That was pretty good.
Yeah,
he is stoic character was pretty cool. I'd say that definitely we have to say Cowboy Bebop. That's just.
Are you interested in that movie that's about to come out?
I'd watch it, but I don't like the fact that the main protag is in black because I feel like he's black in the anime.
Yeah, not to even cut you off. I'm like, but King Vader just did a Cowboy Bebop. Like, you're not about to just go over that. Like, release the Vader cut, bro.
Yeah,
release the Vader cut, bro. Like,
wait, so Spike was like POC in the anime?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him, his man.
I knew the guy was, but I didn't know Spike. Well, I mean,
the little girl.
Yeah, that her. Yes, I did. That I did know.
Yeah.
Oh, the more you know. I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay. And actually, Luffy is Afro-Brazilian.
I read that. I did read
that.
They actually put like all of the crew members like their origin of and stuff like that. I'll send it to you guys.
I've seen somebody.
I saw it on TikTok, but
with the arm in the hand,
the Brazilian.
With the arm in the hand.
I definitely saw that.
Know what I mean? So I'm gonna just say One Piece. I know y'all want me to go into that, unless you want me to.
It's 1,000 episodes.
Give us a little blurb because I feel as though I would want you to talk about. This is your shit. Talk about it
real quick though. How many episodes in Berserk?
Berserk mean chapters or episodes?
Episodes.
Can't say episodes. It's not finished.
Chapters.
It's not finished.
How many?
Nah, but you can't. do that.
I need you to answer though.
You can't do that because Berserk don't have.
Can you just answer? Like Berserk, you watch this and then they go to this.
Berserk, right? Berserk don't have more than 300 episodes.
No,
I have to say that. They don't have more than 300.
It doesn't have.
Like, you can't.
But you did watch Naruto.
Yeah. Naruto had like
over 5.
Naruto. What's Shippuden?
Yeah.
That's 2 different things though.
They're the same though. The same entity.
It's in the same era.
You can't do that.
Alright.
Yeah, it's the
same realm.
Alright, how much without the movies is how much? It's 500.
It's over 5 years.
I think it's 562 something like that. 562. If I'm not mistaken.
You can't do that twice and watch One Piece? Whatever.
Nah, I can't.
Alright, so first, hold on, viewers. You can't bring that energy because you haven't watched Jojo yet. But that's a whole other topic. We'll get on that later. But go ahead, Explain to our viewers.
You ain't seen Hunter x Hunter.
I watched the 43 episodes.
What else you didn't watch? We ain't gonna play that game either.
What?
Let me explain. This is why I love One Piece so much. Because a lot of people ask. One Piece has this thing where the whole thought of a pirate having a power and his weakness being the sea is what you would call an oxymoron. And I think that's pretty brilliant.
Okay.
That's one thing I like about it. 2, it's the fact that they place these things in so many places that come back up in the future and they go back to the past and you see how it all connects. That's a beautiful thing because it's like story development. You think this is just something that's there, but it means a lot. Then you have these known unknowns and unknown knowns. Like, you got Shanks, the dude that gave Luffy this hat, right? We know he's strong as fuck, but we don't know to what extent. But we know you don't want to fuck with him. Same thing with Luffy's father. We know he's strong as shit, but we don't know just how strong. Then you got the government, the Navy, and the Marines, right? All together. But then they're corrupt. Some of them are corrupt, some of them aren't. And that's like them being evil. But then you have pirates who they're trying to stop, who use their evil. But then you got the pirates like Luffy and them, who's not there like trying to capture islands and, go for gold and steal from people. They just traveling. But then you got other people who is just regular pirates. So it's like so many different variables and stuff that connect in a way, and it's just like it creates something really nice and cool. And then even with the powers that they're starting to develop in they start to get these awakenings and you learn more about them. I just think it's dope. And the new animation is ridiculous. Best animation right now on TV.
Yeah.
And just saying.
I would say it's definitely it's kind of amazing to see how One Piece as long as it's been going, and that the magnitude on it. It seemed like to me like I knew One Piece was like a mega dome like of an anime, but it's like once I opened up the world of like joining TikTok, I feel like everybody's a One Piece fan. And it's like, I think
you don't get attention.
I think it's pretty cool. No, I think you guys do. Y'all
get attention, bro.
It's there, trust me.
Naruto and them get attention. All of them Sasuke and hand fingered niggas.
I don't think it's only that. But even still, I think it's really a cool thing. Even though I'm not, I'm caught up, but not caught up with back stuff. One Piece it definitely earns its spot in that big three era, because I kind of view like the big three as not just the big three, but that era of anime from like 2001 to like 2007 and 8. That's like the big three era.
My unpopular opinion, I don't count Bleach. Don't hate me.
Get out!
Don't hate me.
Pause, guys. Get the fuck.
Don't hate me, bro.
But my only thing with One Piece, like Dragon Ball Z, everybody know like that Frieza and Goku fight, right? Mm-hmm. What does One Piece have that like even close to that? I'm not even trying to like body. I just want to know, because like I don't think they have nothing that's like monumental set in stone. Like I know some stuff that happened
from what I've seen.
But for One Piece fans, that I know they're gonna say certain stuff, but I'm like, you could go across the map and everybody gonna say Goku and Frieza.
Well, because Dragon Ball Z was more popular at one point than One Piece was.
Dragon Ball Z is honestly,
especially in America.
And the reason why that's not even in my top 5, I kind of view DBZ as the archetype. The archetype for Naruto, One Piece. Bleach,
okay, so if Dragon Ball Z, if we agree that Dragon Ball Z in that category, then fuck, you can't compare.
Dragon Ball Z. I mean, even though it's still running, Super is very questionable.
I like Super,
and Oda did say that he based Luffy kind of off of off of Goku.
Yeah, Oda look like it though. He
just made him black.
Pretty much. Oda is definitely the GOAT. But continue.
Yeah.
What are your so, you got 3.
I got 3. 2 more. So we got Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, and One Piece. Unpopular. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I say Avatar, Last Airbender.
That's an anime.
I could consider. I would consider it as an anime, but
I take it as an anime. But I'm saying this. Look,
I mean, we already know that. I mean, I think people that don't even mess with anime watches that, which is kind
of
like.
Can we say it's an anime?
I'm I'm cool with it being an anime or not. This shit still was fire.
All right, you know what? We'll put that on the bang. So I'll just say Rurouni Kenshin.
Okay.
Right off there. And then, come on, don't do that.
All right.
Stop.
When did he watch this? I've known this man forever. He never talked about Rurouni Kenshin with me ever.
Bro.
No, it's this guy.
It's just goated.
Okay.
And people know that.
Yes.
And then for my last one, I would have to definitely say, and I'd probably be biased.
I know
it's not biased. This is your liking.
I think I know what's coming on this.
You know what? Scratch Avatar. Full Metal Alchemist, and then I'm gonna say Trigun.
That makes sense. Yeah.
For me,
Full Metal Alchemist was actually one of the anime that had like a full story, and then they spun it and made the redo, and that was still fire too. So I give them that.
As far as Trigun, I know
which Full Metal Alchemist.
Sorry, Brotherhood.
The actual manga adaptation.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was crazy.
Okay.
You know, I'm King Bradley all the way. That's my guy.
That was fire.
That's my guy.
Nah, that was a solid 5.
That's my guy.
That's a solid 5.
So I gotta do my 5, right?
Yeah.
So this is when everybody's gonna like roast me.
Because we know you're gonna say Naruto, and then you're gonna say some stuff that we don't know, but we ain't hear of.
Step your anime game.
It's gonna be like Kikijo Halegododo goes to the park and play volleyball. So it's gonna be some shit like that.
The funny thing is that type of title. That's definitely a light novel title,
which I know you'll like.
I never stepped in the world of light novels yet. So for me,
you still ain't watch The Time I Got Reincarnated into a Slime. which is fucking amazing.
I haven't watched that.
It's fucking amazing, bro.
I haven't watched the Fate series yet.
Fate is fire.
The only reason why I haven't started that because I'm trying to find I found it pretty much like the watch order to watch it.
I don't know
because it's stuff like that's
Saber.
It's Saber, but then it's like a Saber class, and then I'm like
that's a lot.
I didn't know the Red Archer.
Let me know which ones to watch in order.
Yeah, Fate was good. It had its little hiccups.
Fate is actually I don't know if it's still now, but like it was around 2 years ago. Like how we had like My Hero like super popular. Like here, Fate was 100 times that over in Japan.
Right.
But my top 5. So the first one is Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Have you heard of that?
I didn't watch it, but I heard it was really good.
You said you didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
So I need you after this podcast.
I do know what it is though.
After this podcast, I need you to talk to him because I started watching it. Please continue.
You got to episode 9?
13, and I got fucking bored.
I really told you this. We're not gonna go in that on the pod, but yeah, Reborn. Reborn is definitely. Even though, like, Naruto, that's my shit, Bleach is my shit, but to me, Reborn has been, like, the top shonen for me for the past, as from when I watched it. And it only because it's basically about, Reborn is pretty much about this character named, the protagonist, his name is Tsunayoshi. Basically, he is a descendant of the 9th Vangula family mafia boss. So he has like all these like at least I think it was like 6 subordinates around him and stuff like that. And pretty much with Suna, he's like I said, he's the descendant. So in modern day and stuff like that, he's just like a regular school kid. And so what I thought about like this anime was just so great as a shonen anime. He had nothing. He started with 0, nothing. As you saw like within the first 9 episodes, he's just like. Just some random person on the street kind of sort of like he has no powers or anything. He's just have like, the descended like, the lineage that's behind him. And so pretty much Reborn, his tutor pretty much comes in like he just start like pretty much telling him like, you're like the descendant of this family's boss, like you're like the next in line to be the head and everything like that. And he just start pretty much training him. And he earns his dying will powers and stuff like that. It's a lot to go into it, but Reborn is definitely I think is a really good shonen anime. It's like one of my favorites. Go ahead.
You see where was first created when you watch Reborn for a little bit. From Black Clover, all that yelling and shit.
You mean Asta?
Asta.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like
Asta.
The
Yeah.
legendary Yuno.
No, Asta.
I
don't think Suna was yelling that much. I mean, once he got shot with with the dying will bullet. I mean, that was it, but it wasn't like
that's all I'm talking about.
Okay. But Reborn, like I would say, if you were to watch it, viewers, pretty much if you go after episode 20. It's nonstop action after that. I'll admit, firstly, it's a slow burn at start because it's very very slice of life kind of thing. Like, yeah, he's trained and stuff, but it's kind of like
that
slow.
Shit is like smoked brisket. It's like slow cooked like that. 16 hours.
Anyway, it's really good. It's really good. They never finished the anime, but the manga finished, and it was.
But look at One Piece, still going. Got all these unfinished animes.
This is not a One Piece pod.
You right. My bad.
My second favorite, well, not second favorite, but second I would say Black Butler. But Black Butler, as far as the first season and the third season, because the second season was kind of, it was a bunch of filler because none of that happened in the manga. So Black Butler, pretty much is about the butler Sebastian. He made this contract with this kid. His name is CL. Pretty much the contract is once CL dies, he gets to eat his soul, but he's super obedient to him and everything like that. They work for the Queen of England and stuff like that. They do like different jobs and stuff like that, and like demons and fight and stuff like that. It's really good. It's a little bit like kind of it gives off like BL vibes for like that type of show, boy love, but it's besides from that, it's a really dope show. Second, third, right? Oh. Third, I'm going to say is Tenchi Muyo. You guys know that? The Tenchi Universe series, Tenchi.
Oh
my god!
I do know what it is though. I think that's what the chicks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the chicks. I remember that. I think the dude had like the little. Oh yeah.
Tenchi guys.
I'm
pretty sure you saw this on.
You've seen him before,
on adults on like.
You might not have seen him.
So basically, this was like this was the only anime that kind of got me a little bit into the harem anime, kind of sort of, which is like like the best girl type thing. And this was just, I don't know, it was something different. I was getting a little bit tired of like everything be punching and kicking and fighting and everything like that. I
need more punching and more kicking.
I mean, it had action in it, but it just wasn't like I wanted something to build story instead of just like get to the point and then fight. But yeah, the Tenchi series, that's good. And how many more I got left? 2, right? Bleach. That's what that is. You can get out. It's pretty much widely known. Like Ichigo is super plot armored. I know that, but just the whole aura that Bleach gave off at that time, because it was something like a little bit grittier and darker and everything like that. With the
best thing about that anime is Hollow Ichigo voice acting.
Yes, he killed that for real. Yes, he did.
Other than that,
Bleach was cool though.
It was cool,
but it's crazy because
it ain't top 3 cool, but big 3. I mean, whatever.
Get out of here.
It's not.
But what is the big 3 then? You still got one more though.
The last one, Outlaw Star, 100%.
Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star. But no. So if you want to talk about the big 3, so the big 3 is at that era. It was Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece.
What made them the big 3? Just because
it was only because of that time when that came out. That was like
the
animes to be in and stuff like that. I mean, they were still like, because even Reborn came out during that era. But like I said, some people view it as like just the big 3, just being those big 3. I view the big 3 as like that era of anime because so much shonen. And that was like how like this era is kind of like the isekai and the light novel stuff. Like that era was definitely like shonen heavy back then. You know.
So what would be the big 3 now then?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a hefty question.
Opinion, right? You gotta be opinion.
It could be opinion based, but the big 3 now will probably be My Hero Academia.
Yes.
And that shit is super like cliche, so.
Yeah. It would probably be My Hero. I would say probably Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
That shit, I don't think that shit is.
I think it's in there.
I wouldn't think so too, but the magnitude of
it's
it,
extremely popular.
The magnitude of it is that it's there.
Because honestly, if I put Attack on Titan there, right? Mm-hmm. That level of anime, I don't think is really way further than My Hero or anything above it. Actually,
but My Hero is there. So,
but My Hero isn't like real as a whole. I think Attack on Titan is probably up it. As a whole anime, My Hero was like
above it.
Yes, because cliche, My Hero was like you know what's coming with My Hero. You do not know what's happening.
Which is fine, but it's still part of like. Which is fine, but it's still part of like the big 3. So it's like I think personally, right now the ones that reign supreme is Attack on Titan, My Hero, and One Piece still.
I can't put One Piece in there because I think
One Piece just surpassed. One Piece just was smoking on Batman pack as well.
Yeah,
just got them out of here.
But One Piece is in
hold on for that topic. That's something I want to go over too.
Alright, word, my bad.
Oh, but One Piece is in a different class. Now I'm gonna compare One Piece to no anime right now. You just can't do it. It's not fair. Like you can't do it, bro. They got everything, bro. So over anything. All right. It's in a legendary class now. Like right.
So let's do this. Mm-hmm. My Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen.
I still think it's a little bit.
I know it's early, but wait, no. All right, my bad. You're right. Not Jujutsu Kaisen. My Hero, Demon Slayer, went crazy.
Demon Slayer did boost up, but they slowed down.
Yeah. And then I'll say Attack on Titan.
Yeah, definitely Attack on Titan is in My Hero. It's definitely in there.
Attack on Titan is extremely popular.
But that's in Attack on Titan. Like if you put My Hero, right? Mm-hmm. When you watch this shit, like go back to the original 3. When you put Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, and Bleach, right? Mm-hmm. It's still like let's say they all had like 100 episodes. They still like right here with each other, right? And it's like similar type of anime, like action. Mm-hmm. Yo, Attack on Titan is overall way better. Because it's not fully action. It's not fully action.
It's not. It's very deeply rooted story.
So then it's like I see that, then I see like My Hero. Like I like My Hero. My Hero's cool, but My Hero gonna only give you so much though. And I read the manga, so it's like it's not even. It's fire, but it's not Attack on Titan fire.
Yeah, but what are we going based off of?
That's what I want to know. What is the qualification? Because I
think we going based off of popularity.
I mean, that's kind of what
that's what Big Three is.
Yeah, but it be hype though, like you know.
So you're saying the top three as far as like the best?
I don't know. Then I was like, what's the best?
Because in the best, it's kind of hard to.
Then how about this? Let's ask
part,
this.
You know,
aside from the obvious and the old school ones, what's the top 5 animes like within the last? I want to say 10 years. Not counting stuff like
10?
Yeah, the last 10. Not counting like the big stuff.
It would probably be like Attack on Titan.
My Heroes.
That would be my. I think Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer boosted all the way fuck up. But I honestly think I thought Black Clover was gonna be a slogan. I think Black Clover either gonna fall off or it's gonna raise. It's in a gray area to me. I'm curious. I don't know where to go, but I don't know, man. I just feel like that My Hero formula though, you can put that with anything though. So it's like it's gonna take up a spot. No, I don't know. It's weird. But My Hero is fire. It's fire. I watch it every week.
Like a top 3 within a top 5 within like a realm of just like something that's new in a sense. I'm going with something like the top. No, I'm not gonna put that down. No, I ain't even gonna put Slime. I ain't even gonna do that. I'm gonna put
those are the ones that need to be like in the forefront though.
They are fire, yeah. Like people sleep on it. I want people to watch that first, but like I would say, Kame Got Killed,
fire,
which was OD.
Real short.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Maggie.
Maggie's fire.
Oh, that was great.
I'm gonna say
Maggie. Really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you gotta put what you call it. My Hero.
My Hero.
Yeah, you gotta put My Hero because it's
and JoJo.
For me?
I'm putting JoJo in there. I don't care about nobody. I don't care.
I mean,
JoJo been around for a minute too, but that's in the lesson.
But the whole thing,
but
if it's not known, JoJo really got popular only because of meme culture.
Yeah,
it got really popular from Zawado and fucking.
But it's been the same anime. That's why.
But once people started to watch it, you know, people actually enjoyed it, and it just kind of like how Demon Slayer just got boosted like that. JoJo kind of like got boosted like that too. Once the adaptation finally came out.
But what makes a good anime though? Because like a lot of them shit is cliches, bro. Like Because I'm like, I like them. There's nothing wrong with them shit. I'm just saying like but they don't stand out from other ones.
So
things I think Berserk is amazing. That shit is surpassed anime really to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because it's basically like if it's not your typical shonen, like your typical shonen versus a light novel, you have something so completely different. But when you mix the two, like some of them do, like with kinda. I don't know if it would be light, but like Slime. Like that. The action is really good. It's funny, and it is a light novel and everything. So something like that, when you mix something like that, it could be great. But like it's all based on preference. So it seems. So like if you put in Sword Art Online versus, you know, Berserker, it's like. It's
definitely two different things.
Yes,
I mean that's perfect.
Versus
but when you break it down, it was like, yo, okay, where's the action at? All right, and they still got action in.
But not all light novels have action.
But where the story at? All right, so the story has to.
That's what it mainly is. A light novel is mainly
story.
Yeah, light novels are mainly story.
So if it's a show that Death Note. Death Note is high. You know what I'm saying? Not really that much action.
That one is honestly, it was crazy. That's still considered a shonen.
Shonen, yeah.
It is? But it's not your typical though.
It's not your typical shonen.
And it's more a story, like you really got it, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, I think, because that's not like punch, kick, and you know what I'm saying? Key blast and everything like that. So
what Death Note did, I think what did to the anime community, it really started to get people just from, you know, something to punch kick, but made you think like, oh my gosh, like, you know, and the protagonist that became like the antagonist, stuff like that.
I just thought about an anime because of what you said, but I think it's a light novel, and you should let me know. You'll correct me. But this is one of the most slept on shits, and this is like definitely a top tenner. Parasite. Tell me Parasite isn't.
Which Parasite?
You know which.
Shinichi. Oh, the hand.
Migi, yeah.
That was really good. That was actually a really good
That
anime.
was insanely good.
That was a
bro.
really good, yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm saying, but I mean,
is that light novel? Or
No, it's a regular. It's just anime.
But
it's not a light.
if we
That's
take,
crazy.
but if you take away like the length of like the animes, then I think everything changes though. Cause I gotta be like let's say Attack on Titan versus Akame got killed, right?
Mm-hmm. Akame got killed.
Even if it's a better
episodes.
anime,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying, like you can't get away with like 12 episodes, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. But if I take away the time, it's like that shit had I don't know, the story wasn't enough. Nah, I think Attack on Titan story is just too much.
It is.
It's too much.
Especially in this last season, like this final season is just.
But
it's a familiar story. Like it's I don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil it. So don't spoil
You watched it,
anything.
right?
What?
Don't
Yeah, I
spoil
watched it.
anything. No, we can't do that. No, we don't want the viewers to know.
Oh yeah. That's actually kind of wild.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's kind of max because that wasn't some. Well, I'll be wild, but I'm like something was just like that, right? With the patches.
Yes.
Something was just like that. I was watching. I don't know what it was.
And then telling them like, "Yo,
you
ain't shit." So you gonna
like
Alright. So they about to spoil like the whole anime. Then I've tried to watch and I'm gonna try it again.
No.
So when you get to that final season and you see how things start to unravel, and you'll see what everything was for, it's actually insane. I don't know who number that is. You calling me when I'm potting. So Joe Button be talking about. Can I answer the phone actually? Not Joe Button.
So what are you guys watching now? Actually,
I'm actually watching Barzo.
Wow.
I'm watching Barzo. I'm actually watching My Hero.
Okay.
It doesn't really out. I gotta watch Tokyo Revengers though. I keep hearing about that shit.
So that's what I'm actually watching. That is the most. I'm not gonna say it's the most anything because I've been hearing until I watched it. I'll kind of categorize it because it's another anime called Erased. I don't know if you saw that.
I heard about it.
It's it's Tokyo Revengers, but it's Erased has done what that did, but better. But Tokyo Revengers is pretty much just a quick synopsis of it because that's getting popular too. Like,
I just heard Black Air Force Energy.
Oh yeah, it's gang shit.
That's all I heard.
Gang. But nah, so pretty much like the antagonist, he was about to like die and whatever, and so some person, don't want to spoil it, helps him, and then basically when they interact and stuff like that, it's kind of go like this whole back and forth time thing with like some butterfly Mandela effect and everything like that. And so what the main character Takemichi, what he's doing is kind of changing stuff in the past. So what he's trying to help get back in the future, he's trying to stop that from happening.
That's what that anime is about?
Yeah, I didn't know that
crazy.
either, but I found out like they was.
But mostly,
it was almost like Re.
Ooh, you watched that?
Come on.
Apparently we're not friends because we don't talk about anything. But other than that, it's it definitely deals with a lot of like the Tokyo Majin, which is like the gangs and stuff like that in Japan and stuff like that. Ruled territory. It's a lot of gang shit. So it's really cool. I've been I binged it like in 2 days because I couldn't stop watching it. So that I started this one called Darwin's Game yesterday.
I keep popping up.
I started that. The first 2 episodes I watched was pretty solid. What else am I watching? My Hero, of course, and I just finished Shaman King. They
Netflix?
They did the remake of Shaman. Well, it's not the remake. It's like the actual manga adaptation, and so it made me realize everything that we watched on that horrible Fox 4 Kids was all filler because what they did within 20, I think it was like 30 something episodes, they squished that all into 14 and it was still good. And that's pretty much all I'm watching now. This season anime was really good. It's still a lot of stuff I want to see, but what have you been watching?
One Piece, of course, weekly. My Hero. I'm rewatching Dr. Stone because I love science.
Dr. Stone is fire.
Dr. Stone is OD to me.
Yes.
I'm biased because I'm really into science. And that
Dr. Stone is really good.
Phenomenal to me. I'm watching Slime. the time I was reincarnated into a
I
slime.
was about to say that because the viewers may think, we're not watching like hentai.
It's called
like that.
the time.
Or any anything. It's called slime. They type it in, go like anime slime. It'd be like, you may get some questionable.
It's gonna pop up if you go on Crunchyroll and put SL.
Yeah, go on Crunchyroll. Go on Crunchyroll.
The time I was reincarnated into a slime is the name, and and not an anime, but I'm rewatching Young Justice. I'm on season 3 now.
Young Justice?
Yeah.
Young Justice was fire. I watched
Outsiders.
it. I watched it on, I think it's on HBO Max, I think. I seen the whole thing.
Yeah, watching Outsiders right now.
Outsiders? What the hell? What is it?
Which is season 3.
I feel like I know.
Because remember there was Young Justice, then there was Invaders,
Like
which was when it was the time skip. It was a 2-year, and then it was another like 6-year one
I've seen all of them.
with the Muslim chick.
Yeah, I seen. Oh yeah, I did see it.
Yeah, that's season 3.
Okay, I seen it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did see it. That's right.
Okay.
I'm trying to stay on the anime because I'm not going to
Yeah,
that.
my bad. Yeah, we can't
Yeah, I'm
go
not
into
even
that.
going into that
My
bad.
bad. What's the,
So how do you feel about manga and comic books? So
Manga and comic or manga?
manga and actual like comic books like DC, Marvel, Boom Studios and stuff like that.
How do you feel?
So we're gonna put this as a versus battle. We're gonna combine the two to go against. So as you said, like One Piece has literally just beat out Batman.
Oh yeah.
And as far as sales and stuff like that. So the only contender that One Piece has to beat now is Action Comics, and that's Superman. But what do you think? I don't know if you guys really read comics. I dabble in both.
Let me go first on this one because personally I can't read. Even for school I didn't learn by reading. I learned by visual.
Okay.
Or remembering.
He said you can't read. I'm like,
No, I know.
I was gonna say.
I can't read.
Excuse me.
I know how to read, but I
I got
can't
it.
read shit because it puts me to sleep. But even in school, I would remember words just because I didn't like reading. That's how I would retain information. So I have to watch stuff to retain the information or see it via subtitle, and that's reading. But I mean just still picture somebody like this about to punch somebody he using that move, and then the next slide he do it. I like seeing that shit in action personally.
So manga is just absolutely just something, a medium that you just don't really.
Manga and comics is something I do not dabble in.
I was like that too, but I could definitely say that manga has more information in it, which is weird, which is the fucking craziest shit. They have more, and if you just watch the anime, a manga reader is going to know more information, which is weird. It's weird when I think about it, but
unless it's Hunter x Hunter because they narrated the whole 3rd season.
Yeah, that shit was.
Maybe that's why.
That's weird.
Maybe that's why.
That shit, man, I just forgot about that shit.
Maybe that's why they don't put that information in because then they'll have to animate it all and then it'll be longer.
That shit was dumb as hell. But how do you not animate all the seasons, but the final one that's animated is a random ass narrator?
That's weird.
That shit dragged, bro.
It was dragged, yeah.
The whole shit was cool until that.
I wonder what that makes me think. What was the anime adaptation crew like? How did the creator approve that? Because that's kind of a weird.
That's dumb as hell, bro.
His creation.
I think that probably was a different right. I don't know what happened at that time, but it's probably a different studio or something because it was retarded, bro. It was the most retarded shit. It's that option.
You gotta edit that out. You can't say that word.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the R word.
Yeah,
oh yeah. So
this is just a bleep thing.
So there's an option on I think HBO Max. I was telling it could be if you're watching something, I was from space, and then I don't know what I know by subtitles. It was drifting in space. It was an extra voice. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's how it sounded though in Hunter though. And subtitles, bro. That shit sounded crazy, bro.
Yeah,
but it is an option on I think HBO Max for one of them shits. You said for deaf people or something, or not deaf people. I don't even know who would do that shit.
People?
No.
I don't know.
It's for people that for the hearing impairment. It's pretty much bringing the emphasis of what they hear. So if the wind was blowing, it'd be heavy winds are blowing.
Yeah, I don't need that, bro. It sounds.
But that was not for you. Yeah, it's not for you, bro. It's not for you.
Right.
But
cancel.
I said it's
I'm playing.
But yeah, as far as what's going on right now with a lot of the comic book creators and stuff like that, Jeff Johns, he's from DC, from DC, one of the top, and a couple more other people from Dark Horse and Image, they're really giving props to all the mangakas, which I would have thought they really would have because mangas go on forever and ever. It's so many different writers for different, for like Marvel and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It like each different like major arc thing. It's like a different writer or different creators take on different characters and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to pick your brains on that. I was always curious about like what do you prefer like manga? Well, not what do you prefer manga comics, but like do you think it's a competition between both, or do you think they all have their own realm?
See, I don't really read comics like that, so it's like I can't really say. But I feel like, but how I seen it, like I know they got the Ninja Turtle comic. They obviously there's a competition with somebody. Did you see that? Basically, it's like what's it called? The Last Ronin. The Last Ronin, and somebody killed Splinter. I think one of the. I know I'm about to spoil something, but
spoiler alert. So if you have not read the Last Ronin, please fast forward this. So basically, the Last Ronin, it starts with is nothing like really before it. So just want to wrap this up a little bit. But, an important topic, and I think, in this realm of, like, the world we live in now, is representation. So, how do you guys feel about people of color, indigenous people, and everything that falls under that category in anime? Do you think we see enough of it? Or whatever we do see, is it done correctly? What do y'all think? Before
I think it's definitely not done correctly. I like it, but it's like not really genuine. I don't feel genuine because like when I look at Megalobox, right?
Okay.
He basically black, but it's like he not black. He could definitely get away with not being black. He's like y'all gave him a fro, like same as what Afro Samurai. I gave him a fro.
Well, that was created by black guy.
It was.
Afro Samurai. Yeah.
Why? But Afro Samurai was fire. Legendary. Shit.
But even with that, what you said, what do you think? Like, how do you feel on like playing a little bit devil's advocate? Anime and genuinely is really for the Japanese people, and like for instance, somebody that I think that does it pretty decently, Atsushi Okubo. He's the creator for Fire Force and Soul Eater. So pretty much real quick before I let you continue, because I don't know if I don't want to continue. But like the character in Fire Force, and it's the character in Soul Eater. I can't think of his name too, but he was done really well, I think. But the one that stood out to me most was the one from Fire Force, Ogun. Ogun pretty much like the whole thing about him, he's actually he's of Nigerian descent, like that's written in the actual lore of in Fire Force, and also like with all of that, like the character itself, like he's based upon like this the Narabi tribe. It's an African tribe, and pretty much all of that, what he's about, that's kind of what their tribe is. Pretty much like I don't want to talk into it like completely because I know it, but I'm kind of paraphrasing it right now. But I think he's done, and like he's got like quite a few characters in between his shows that it's like POC, and I thought they were pretty much it's pretty much cool.
That's my guy.
What do you think? What you think about POC and anime?
I think sometimes it's represented good, sometimes it's bad. Mm-hmm. Hunter x Hunter had Bodyguard.
Yeah, she had the.
I loved her. I loved her character design. She was dope.
She was dope.
But then when you get to stuff like One Punch Man, and one of the top heroes, the black dude, the bald one, he had the big pink lips, bald head.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
They went too crazy.
Yeah, like stuff like that kind of pisses me off.
What really made me mad about that? I'm not mad that like. It's like they do it, but it's like that. Like that's obviously like you're making fun of it. If a black animator was to do that, bro, they'd be flipping this whole shit. That's what I'm thinking. So it's like you shouldn't even be allowed to do that. But that's another thing where people should be like, nah, can't accept it. No matter how great the anime is, like One Punch Man is fire, but that's when like people should gear up and be like, nah, that's not even fucking cool.
So I've never watched that part of One Punch Man because I don't really like that anime, but I think I did see the character now. Is the character like representing blackface or anything like that?
He looks
in
like,
a sense,
he looked like it, like you can't.
On the level of like Mr. Popo, or
no, like a bit of a notch down. Like he's not that far from Mr. Popo.
Like, it looked crazy.
It looks crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Insert picture here if you can't prove, but you know what I mean?
Okay.
But I would say personally, I did kind of like I think Fire Force has it the best because you can tell they're blatantly black. With One Piece because they're like sailors and stuff, most of them, but some of them are also Caribbean, like Blackbeard and stuff like that are of Caribbean descent, and like I said, Luffy's Afro-Brazilian, so they do it well. But like, I kind of like how Naruto did it, but I'm kind of upset that it was just this one tribe. This one village of all black people, like they were segregated in the class.
I'm not mad at that. I get it though.
My thing with the whole thing, my honest opinion for the whole thing of it, I just wish like the moment that you've all seen the fight with Ogun and Fire Force, right?
Yeah.
Like that moment, like I was almost in tears because that was like really dope. Like you don't see like a black character like that in anime, like, and it's the good guy. On top of that, what he did to that I can't remember the character name, but when he was fighting and everything like that, like, it was, like, legit, like, that whole episode was just fire. And I was like, I just wish, like, if, when they do put it, and not saying, like, oh my gosh, they should, they do it, whatever, it's whatever, but, like, it's like when they do it, when it's done, I don't want it to be like, it's just that one character and he just does like this one token thing and that's it. Like the whole thing with Ogun, like it was like a whole thing, like he was like, they were saying like he was like one of the strongest characters at the time and everything like that. And then like when you go to Bleach Has black people all around with the Arunkars, the Espadas, and then, like all some of the Yodorichi and everything, like everybody knows her. And,
my only thing is like, no, go ahead, finish.
No, I was just saying, like, it's like anime, it's like when you do see it, like, even Chad was supposed, I think he was supposed to, from Bleach, was supposed to be like kind of like a Spanish descent and everything like that. But they didn't really do much with Chad. He was just kind of there after a while. But, yeah, like I said, my thing is, I wish it would be more like when we do have like POC characters, they're like really like put like on like the pedestal and stuff like that. I've done more with.
I got a quick question. Don't forget your chocolate, please.
Hey.
The kid from Soul Eater.
Yes.
The black kid with gloves, right?
Yeah, the black kid with gloves.
Oh, I just remember.
I can't get his name right now.
He was fire.
Is that not pretty much Ogun? In a sense? Like, grown up?
Yeah.
Almost kind of about it? Yeah.
No, yeah.
That's all. I just wanted to put that out.
But that's what I was saying. Like
if you can, insert pictures here.
Oh, word. But that's what I'm saying. But like when you represent any character, any race, you should do a fire. You don't. I mean, even if you're gonna make a clown character, this is the thing with writing. Make it a reason why they look like that. Don't just insert some shit that look crazy. Even for for example,
like no stereotype,
like Afro Samurai, right? Everybody else, they represented fire. Nobody looked like a goofy character. Even if they did, like, if it was like a bum on the street, he was a bum on the street or something like that. You can't just insert they could have put like a certain stereotypical character that looked a stereotypical way and be like, oh, make him powerful. Nah, they didn't do that. It's the other one too. It just slipped my mind. Is another. What's the thing with Nobunaga, the anime?
Yasuke.
Yeah, he was alright. People didn't like the anime, but he was done right though. Like it was wild when he was naked. It was like, yo, is that oil? But it didn't feel like that was like, oh, it's a racist thing because the time it matched. That's what I'm saying. It matched though. Like so, and they think about when they make these stuff. It's the thought process is really there. So when you go right back to One Punch Man, why the fuck do he look like that? I don't know nobody that look like that, bro.
I really gotta look at this character again. Like I think I saw him briefly.
Yo, I don't know nobody that looks like that.
Picture here again.
I don't know nobody that looks like that, bro. Nobody. And One Punch Man's like what, 5 years old? Anime was?
I think so. It may be a little bit older than that. Maybe honestly a little bit older than that.
Nobody looked like that within the last 7 years.
Insert picture here.
Yo!
I forgot what the elders say.
What?
Yeah, wow. What the fuck is that?
You see what I mean, though?
That's interesting.
That's like a notch down from Mr. Popo.
Nah, that's actually kind of worse than Mr. Popo. I don't know what he was.
Yeah,
he could have been an alien. You know what I'm saying? He could pull that off. Like,
yeah.
But even the Saiyans was black. But
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You can't.
That's a whole other thing.
But they got to be a reason. I would have been like Mr. Popo, like their clan was just black.
Mr. Popo the only.
But you gotta have something behind it though. Like, why did you join him like that? Oh, because. Nah, bro, you fucking wild, bro. Like,
that's OD.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I believe in equality. So like the same for any like person who made anybody. It got to be a reason for the story. You can't just make them look crazy. Like, so if I read their bio, it's like, oh, he just like, what the fuck? Why does he look like that?
Like, why was Brock eyes always closed? Was he hot? They was trying to say black people always hot. Whatever.
Or maybe
We don't get into that.
I don't know.
All I know is
Wow.
main pro tag is black. Goofy is black. That's all.
Afro Brazilian.
Afro-Brazilian.
Yeah, Afro Brazilian. He's black.
Nah, I fuck with that. I know that.
And I guess
Because of the times, man.
Wow.
No,
Well, I mean, no.
obviously-
I think that's definitely a topic, especially like even within like the cosplay community. Like, I don't want to tangent onto that, but you know,
Yeah,
a lot of
people.
people get like all like with their Twitter fingers and stuff like that. Like, oh, like it's a creator. Her content is really funny, but she made the song like Hinata is in black. It's super funny. I'll send it to you guys. But like it's honestly still people that's still around saying like, when people like, of us, like even me when I cosplay, I haven't personally received any of that, but any black people they'd be like, oh, like Naruto is in black or something like that. You get people saying that, and it's just like,
It gets too deep because there's somebody on Facebook, I forgot his name, but he just do like the cheap cosplay. And he's a black person, so he been doing it, and he put like the black, I think like he made his skin darker, and they tore his ass up because of that. And I honestly don't think he did it because he do mad characters. Okay. I'm like, if he playing black character, I'm always trying to play, but they was like, nah. And I'm like, y'all going too far, bro.
Wow.
You know the dude like he be like making his body like his sleep painting his body and stuff. You seen?
Oh, the Asian guy.
I think he's Asian. Like he being like he made like cats and like fruit and all that.
Ah, yes.
He did a black
content is really cool.
You gotta look deep for it though. Cause I know she probably took it down, but like they was trying to. I'm like, but I don't know. He could have been doing some bullshit, but I don't think he was because he cosplay everything. If you're like not black and you cosplay like a black person for like the internet. I mean, it makes sense to make your skin darker. I mean, but today's climate though, they're like, nah, blackface. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not blackfacing Mr. Pogo, then you should be alright.
If you doing Mr. Pogo, you gotta get the fuck out.
You
we gotta get you out of here, buddy.
Yeah, but
you gotta go.
So to just finish this off, what anime you guys super excited about? Give me like 3. That that's coming out. That's coming out within.
You already know I'm gonna say.
The end of this year up until next year.
I don't even know the new one that's coming out. Honestly.
Really? You gotta read up on it.
I'm reading. I'm waiting for them to bring the Black Clover movie.
That's this year.
I don't even know when it's coming out. Chainsaw Man.
Yes. I think that dropped actually.
I know that shit
that's
didn't drop,
October.
bro. They waiting for that
October,
shit, bro. People waiting for that shit.
Yeah.
And I can't think of what they're on. I don't even know.
I'll give you a 4th. Dr. Stone. Boom. Wait for the return of Dr. Stone.
Oh, okay. I don't think they give a release date for that yet, but it's coming back.
It's a part because it's going to be part 2.
Yeah, part 2.
So I think it is coming soon. World Trigger. I need that. Attack on Titan, of course, and Demon Slayer.
Okay. For me, whenever Tite Kubo and whoever needs to be talked to needs to get this out, but the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood arc, which is pretty much.
I thought that came out already.
Nah, it was been supposed to come out. You can leave now. The pod is over. That comes out. It's supposed to come out sometime this year, something like that. That, and then we have this. I think it comes out in January. It's called Blue Shot. It's like this really edgy, gritty soccer anime, something like that.
I think
all sports animes are fire.
Yeah,
that just look fire.
Yeah, I haven't watched one since. I watched a little bit of IQ and I watched iShow 21 during quarantine.
I bet you anime can make golf look fire.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You seen the rugby one? I didn't watch all
you told me about that one.
I only seen like a few episodes. I'm like, this shit fire. I just started watching
that.
And
of course, the main event for the year is Jojo Stone Ocean.
Oh yeah, it's on Netflix. Oh yeah, I'm in there.
Whew, I'm still nervous about that. I'm a little nervous about that. They gonna drop all of that, and I don't know. But yeah, those are the top 3. Oh, and Chainsaw Man. So those are my 4 that I'm really excited about. But yeah, gentlemen, I think we talked about a decent amount of anime today.
That was a lot, and I ain't even really get to what we should. That's the crazy part. That's the old shit, right? This is like the prelude shit. Yeah, it's not even like the actual.
So guys, let us know if you want more content like this.
Insert Instagram names here.
Let us know.
Yeah, we're not entering his name.
Yeah, because he don't like Bleach and he disrespected me.
No. I'm lying. Love is love. You know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody, man. I don't know if we're gonna have like more people or less people.